All right, certainly bouts of wintry weather the last couple of days. I've still got threat tracker in the yellow, not so much for additional snowfall, but watch again some of the streets, a little slushy, a little slick in spots, even still here as of midday. And as temperatures drop tonight, we'll certainly have some refreeze out there. And then it just gets cold. The Arctic blast arrives beginning tomorrow morning right through the upcoming weekend. All right, outside, this was a popular shot this morning, and we saw it go through different phases of wintry weather, that's for sure. Early this morning there for a time, the roads were completely wide here from 75 and Cornhusker there, Highway 75 and Cornhusker. Right now it looks like the roads are just wet down 75, so that's good news. And so far the temps are holding above freezing at 34. Winds are picking up out of the north-northwest at 17. And the visibility for a time this morning was down to about a mile at the airport, has now recovered back to 4 miles. So light fog, low overcast, low ceilings with the clouds, and even some very light precip out there. Other temps, again, this is actually about where we're supposed to be for this time of year for high temperatures. So 34 in Lincoln's not bad, Fremont 32. As we jump to western Iowa, not much change there, generally mid-30s. Actually a little warmer from Red Oak down to Clarinda at 36. And I point this out as where we should be for normal highs. This is probably going to be about it. We may go up a degree or two in spots, but we're probably going to be pretty steady here as we head through the afternoon. All right, here's the estimates of snow by our Viper HD radar. Pretty close. It's a little overdone simply because it sees the intensity of what's coming down from the sky. It tries to factor in the ground temperature and come up with the compromise there. So no, we don't have 6 inches of snow on the ground over parts of Sarpy County and Mills County, but 3 to 4, it's at least for a time. Some of that's probably compressed and melted a little bit. I got a report from one of our National Weather Service employees out of Papillion. They had 3.2, so that was definitely one of the bigger spots here in town. I'm sure there were some 3, isolated 4, maybe even a little bit higher from Council Bluffs into Bellevue back into South Omaha. And then here's the cutoff. Man, I tell you what, you go south and east of the interstate system here in Omaha, 680 and then I-80, that was it. You go on the other side of this back, say from Boys Town to Bennington to Elkhorn to Valley, even down toward Gretna, not much at all. It was drizzle and it was a light snow. So that's the big difference, really cutting the city in half there. The heaviest stuff certainly on the southeast side. Not much left right now, just very light snow flurries, a little bit of light rain and drizzle to the east of us. System kind of falling apart, at least not nearly as organized as what it was earlier today. You can see some moisture headed up into parts of Iowa. The cold air comes in behind, and then we're going to see the next area of low pressure kind of take the turn well south of us. That's going to blow up across parts of Missouri and Illinois tomorrow. So if you're headed towards St. Louis or Chicago, probably some bigger issues there. For us, clouds, mist, a few flurries this afternoon, temperatures steady in the mid-30s. And if you're going to be out and about on this Friday night, get ready. The winds pick up, it gets colder, so roads will get slick, and you'll want to bundle up if you're going to be out on this Friday night. Look at temperatures by mid-evening down in the low 20s. So steady temps, lighter snow and flurries. I think we're done with the accumulating snow for both today and tonight. Windy flurries down to 15 tomorrow morning. And then look at this, or maybe look away at the weekend forecast. We'll be lucky to get back to 20 on Saturday. In fact, that may end up being a midnight high. Look at some of the latest information. We may be steady and actually fall a little bit through the teens, depending on when the core of that cold air oozes in from the north. Down to 1 below Sunday morning. I see Deanna's not a fan of the word ooze. 14 degrees on Sunday, and then a little up and down as we head towards next week. Just a reminder, you can download Snowcast to your smartphone. We've been putting that to task here the last couple of days. And if you're going to be traveling east, Chicago, Indianapolis, St. Louis tomorrow might be a good thing to have, because potentially could get kind of a winter storm over there through the mid-Mississippi River Valley.
Yeah. Not sure if Dan wasn't a fan of ooze or the 1 below 0 you had there posted for Saturday night.
Well, she was funny this morning because off camera, and we mentioned this on one of the cut-ins, she was going like this.
Because it's
I thought you were breakdancing. It was actually the roller coaster pattern of our temperatures next week. So a lot more downs than ups.
The ups were not as severe as the downs were.